And we're back. Carolina Blue Podcast. It's your boy Chudy Blue, my homeboy D-Rod.
Yeah. When we beat NC State, you got to throw the shades on. Which we throw the shades on a lot. We beat NC State all the time, but
you'll never take them shades off. Yeah, we're back. NC State game recap. Before we get into that, I want everybody to go like, comment, and subscribe. Carolina Blue Pod on YouTube. Carolina Blue Pod on Instagram. Carolina Blue Pod on Twitter. Carolina Blue Pod on TikTok. Carolina Blue Pod on Facebook. Common theme. You know what I'm saying?
Carolina
like,
Blue
comment, subscribe,
Pod.
show your boy some love, share. You know what I'm saying? We here to stay. But yeah, man. Hey, another dub, first of all.
Another one.
Another dub. You know what I'm saying? Easy work. What I like about these two NC State games this year, they're very fun games in the first half. They're very, very competitive. It's physical, high energy, up and down, lead changes. Very fun games. So State has been they got a pretty decent team this year. So definitely some good fun games to watch. Good entertainment for college basketball. And kind of bringing that rivalry energy back, even though we, you know what I'm saying?
Even though they can't get it back.
You know what I'm saying?
They can't get it back in dubs. So they can bring
it back in dubs? Is that what you said?
Yeah, they can't get them back in dubs, but just the intensity of the game, wanting to win, dubs. All of that stuff, man,
Hey, man. So with the NC State game, man, let's first talk about Elliot
Cadeau show, man.
The Cadeau show. Hey, man, Elliot Cadeau is getting scary for y'all out there, man. It's getting scary out there for y'all, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Elliot Cadeau. The one thing about him is he comes in as a freshman. He's already good. He's a pure point guard. He is getting better quickly, very quickly. You should be very scared. He is attacking the rim ferociously, attacking the rim. He has the ball on a string. I mean, highlight some of these plays that you see out of Elliot Cadeau just today. Tell me what you see today.
Yeah, like I said earlier at the beginning of the game, he had the Jamal Crawford move, for the lay. But to me, it's always his passing, man. Like we know, like him getting to the cup, just breaking his man down off the dribble, getting to the cup. That's easy money. He can do that, and he will do that. A lot more next year. We have RJ and Baycott, so. Usually when he's going downhill, he's looking for the kick out, most times. But yeah, like I said, the passing, man, just finding everyone who's open, man. It's crazy. I remember, I think it was the first half. He got the ball on the left wing, and he was going down. He caught it like going downhill, and he took like 2 dribbles into the lane from the 3-point line, and he just pitched it over his head to RJ for a 3. And it was just, the defender for NC State, like he literally turned, as soon as he turned his head, like Cadeau knew that he was not going to make it back in time for the contest shot. And it was just crazy, man. Like I said, it's just those plays like that, man. It's just like, you don't think somebody's open. And, like you said, he's 3 steps ahead. Like he knows exactly how the play is going to go. And, it's crazy. It's crazy just watching it and seeing it in real time.
Man, he's one of those basketball players that it's just the game reps is most basketball players, the game reps are going to make you better. But his speed of getting better is getting scary, man. Because I mean, he's always had the passing, and he has every pass though. I mean, his open court passes on the break are on point. Yep. His bounce passes are on point. His entry passes are on point. His get into the lane with a lot of defenders behind him, dish it off. His kick out passes, everything, the passes were there, but the way he finds himself to score, like if you turn your head, like you said, he's quick. If you like get lazy and stand up a little bit, he's gone, man. He's going to the rim. He's using his body better when he gets into the lane. He's finishing like all types of finishes, like the one where he's covered down with one arm getting grabbed, he switches hands, like he's doing all types of crazy stuff out here.
Yeah, he's different. He
is sure. different. And then he's willing to play defense. I mean, this kid is going to be really good. If RJ decides not to come back, which would, hey, if you want to come back, RJ, come,
hey, listen, bro.
Come back.
Here.
Come back.
Here.
But I mean, come on, man. He's a perfect point guard. I mean, he's what we've been waiting for. Pure Carolina point guard, man. He's great. He's just going to get better, especially when we start having some taller wings next year, some bigger wings, some more athletic wings. I mean, that break is going to be crazy. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they're going to have to catch them L's just like everybody else. So, that ain't nothing new.
And then we were talking about the game, like during the game, we were talking about the game, and I was saying, you know, the kid from State is a handful, man.
Burns,
DJ Burns is a handful in the first part of the first half. I mean, he is Jokic. First part of the first half, I mean, he is just like, he got all the latest moves in the post. He can pass, he can shoot a little bit. But, I mean, he's spinning off Baykai. He's finishing on the other side of the rim. He's bullying through, hitting little jump hooks. And then what'd you say happens by the time the second half starts?
Hey, man, that Gatorade symbol pop up. That Gatorade symbol pop up by his name, man. They got to get him out of there. God. They got to get him out of there.
We know. Hey, we know all we got to do is wait it out, man. Wait it out. Because
he's running.
But, yeah. So, I mean, NC State puts up a fight. You got the shooter out there. He was, you know, he started trying to open it up.
He tried.
Yeah, man. But so I want to ask you this: we got a lot of fight on this team. I mean, like a lot of fight, and the word that people like to use a lot today is dog. Who would you give the dog award to on Carolina so far? Who has the dog? You got to pick one person. We know we got a few. If you had to pick one person, I know I got mine in mind.
Definitely got a few for sure. But if we going dog of the year, it gotta be Ingram, man. I want to give Cormac Ryan some love too.
Of course.
I know we want him to, you know, make more threes. And, you know, he definitely stepped up and, you know, games that we needed him to. But
he tends to get a little chase down block every
game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though he's not making shots like we want him to, like, he still be dogging out there. Like,
he's a winning player. He's a winning player.
Yeah. He be dogging, you know what I'm saying? Getting the team hype. You know, when winning players are being made, even if it's not by him. You know, like he got in the same hand claps, you know what I'm saying, that Ingram, you know, have out there. So, like I said, man, it's just beautiful to see, UNC team with this type of camaraderie and intensity, you know, from multiple players. You know, that's something that we've been missing, over the last few years. You know, like it's not like anybody's fault, but you know, just even small stuff, just gathering at the free throw line, you know, before he's shooting free throws, you know, after plays and things like that, man. Like I said, it's just those little things that, you know, just has me excited about this team. But yeah, like I said, dog of the year, Harrison Ingram.
And
Harrison
And
Ingram.
he's exactly what I wasn't critical of him at the beginning of the year, but I just wanted to see what he was because I didn't know yet for this team. And he is exactly what you would want him to be at that position. And yeah, that's exactly who I would give it to. I mean, Harrison Ingram has a knack for just making winning plays. I mean, he is a rebounding machine when he needs to be. Like he's flying in for rebounds under like with body control too. He's not just running over people. It's like body control, and they cannot stop him. He's flying in for rebounds, defensive and offensive rebounds. He comes up with defensive plays when you need them, and then when it's his time to turn it on offensively, it's like he has a little switch too. Like he starts hitting threes at the perfect moment. Because it's not like he's the greatest 3-point shooter, but he's very sufficient as a 3-point shooter. But he will turn it on like when you need him to, and it just gives so much energy to the team. And he does that in so many ways. He's definitely dog of the year on our team. Like I mean, like we wouldn't be the same team if we did not have Harrison Ingram on that team. Like it would not be the same team. I also want to get into since you were saying not that it's anybody's fault about the team this year. We had the splitting of Caleb Love going to Arizona, and and RJ Davis becoming the leader of this team, where they were bumping heads a little bit last year. It couldn't have been more perfect for both players. I mean, Caleb Love is having a amazing season at Arizona. He might be a player of the year.
Yeah, like he's gonna be player of the year in
his conference.
I guess you call it a Pac-12. I don't know what you call it.
And RJ Davis might be player of the year in the ACC. Both very deserving. So I mean, just a perfect split. Sometimes things don't work out like you want them to, but that was a perfect decision on both parts. For both programs. So that's amazing to see as well. We wish nothing but love to Caleb Love. And you always see quotes from Caleb Love, like he shows nothing but love to Carolina. It's like he's still kind of longing to be there a little bit. The types of things he says.
Yeah, man, so, that's home, man. It's just good to know that for us as a program, even though, Caleb Love is in Arizona, you know what I'm saying, that we got it locked on both coasts. We got that locked down over here. Caleb Love, he go to Arizona, he come back to Duke, make them go knock. Like he go back to the West Coast, make everybody knock. He about to be Pac-12 player.
And do it for the gang, too. He do it for the gang. Hey, much love to Caleb Love, man. RJ Davis, of course, is having an amazing season. And one thing I like about our team this year is it's almost like the chemistry on the team is almost perfect. Like if RJ's not having a good shooting night, you have one of those role players, Ingram or Cormac, that just has to go off for some reason. It's like they perfectly interchange. It's like, okay, I'll pick up the slack here. Like it's like perfect though. It's like they know when they need to step up for each other. RJ makes plays at the perfect time. If RJ's not on, it might be a Baycott day. Baycott hasn't complained about anything as far as touches, especially early in the season. He has some low-scoring games, not a lot of touches. But when it's his time, it's his time. When we need a role player to step up, Ingram, Cormac Ryan, a Seth Trimble, somebody off the bench might step up. It's like a perfect harmony on this team. It's a chemistry that we haven't seen in a while either. So I really do like that about this team as well.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate that too, man. Then you gotta give it up for coaching too, man. Like these guys they really take what the defense gives them. Like I said, we talked in previous games about Baycott, not having his usual numbers, but once again, he has somebody, fronting them on the post. They got the backside guy helping, closer to where he is, ready to help on the catch. You got the guys digging in from the wings. So like they're already setting up a, kind of like a wall, around him. So, it opens it up for RJ.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going crazy. And then you have games like Virginia Tech, not Virginia Tech, but the Virginia game, where they're keying in on RJ. So you get Cormac Ryan. And then you have a game like today with NC State. And, they're at the beginning of the game, they came out full court, man to man on Cadeau and RJ. And, they were face guarding RJ a lot today. And, Ingram went crazy. And then, then you got Cadeau coming off the screens or, catching the ball and, making the play off the dribble. So, like you said, like not only the camaraderie, like off the court and the, confidence that they have within each other. And it just goes back to, like I said, just coaching. Like they know and trust that they're going to be in the right spot. They're like, hey, if I'm in this right spot, if I'm where I need to be, the ball's going to find me. I'll be able to make a play. And like I said, you got to give a major shout out to Hubert Davis and the coaching staff. Getting the players to buy in. Like I said, you got to have the right team out there, everybody buying in. And, that's where the confidence and that chemistry comes from. Everybody's buying in. So everybody's in alignment. And, they just keep racking up them dubs, man.
Exactly. I mean, people don't understand how hard it is to have a championship team. A lot of it has to do with coaching. A lot of it has to do with is your star players buying in, is your team buying in. A lot of it has to do with the role players filling their role to a T. And I mean, I'm seeing all of that. I'm seeing people step up. I'm seeing people get better. I mean, everything that we had concerns about coming in, if you go back and listen to the earlier pods from the beginning of the season, when I'm worried about defense, when people were putting up career numbers on us, I mean, our defense has been very good. When I'm worried about the learning curve, who's that fifth starter, number one? We did a couple of changes. We finally said, okay, we're gonna throw Cadeau in there. We're gonna let him run the show, like that. And his learning curve, we were worried about people knocking down shots. They're starting to knock down shots, So everything that we've been concerned about for this team to get to the level they need to get to, they have been addressing. And like you said, much love to Hubert Davis. You see how energetic he is on the sideline.
He
he's one of the players out there. And another thing about this team is it seems like we have a switch that is like can instantly be turned on, especially on the defensive end. It's like, okay, let's go. Like they have a championship switch. You see some of these teams like in the NBA and things like that. It's like, okay, now it's time to turn it on.
Yeah.
This is the time we need to make our run, and they seem to do it right at the opportune time. It's like, okay, we're shutting ish down right now, and they have that switch. You see it in numerous games. When it's close, they turn it up, man.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another big thing that we have here. That switch to turn that game on that defense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it usually happens like around coming out of halftime. Like I said, once again, Hubert Davis, he going crazy on them boys in the locker room.
got to be.
I mean, we saw how many times he did a stomp clap on the sideline during that one possession. But that's what I'm saying, man. Like that intensity, man. Like he has the players that understand that that's the type of intensity that you have to have the whole game. Like we were talking about somebody who has put on that same, UNC jersey, played on that court, so like
the whole staff.
So like you said, like just having those players that buy in, that understand the intensity and able to match his intensity, out there on the court, that's why we brought those dogs in.
Yeah.
You
can't do it. You can't do it without, even if you have that intensity from your coaches, and you know what you need to do. You cannot do it without emotional leaders on the floor. And you see that like visually with a Harrison Ingram, with the Cormac Ryan. You see Cadeau,
Cadeau for
like
sure.
turn up his intensity. You can
Yeah.
see it. You can see it. You see RJ turn up his intensity.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you see Baycott. You see these guys just turn up their intensity, and you can't do that without those guys. I mean, the glue. Like, we have put together a really good roster, a team. People fail to realize a roster and a team is not really the same thing. The roster is the list of players that you have. You can have great talent, you can have that, but if it's not meshing, as you seen with us last year, then it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
I mean, and these guys fit together perfectly.
Yep.
I mean, perfectly. So that is that is amazing to see. I got high hopes. I mean, it's so hard to win a national championship, man. Everything has to go right. Everything has to go right, and you can still lose because somebody in the tournament can just feel like having a great day.
Yeah,
you could be the better team.
Definitely.
So, I mean, us the way we play in close games, the way we turn that switch on, and the way our team fits together and people step up when they need to. I have some high hopes for this team. We're definitely a national contender now. You know, now that we're in March, we can see it. I mean, we may have had we were like, we can beat anybody towards the middle of the season, beginning of the season. It was like we can beat teams, we can lose to teams, but I'm worried about this, worried about that. Right now, I know that we are a national contender. I mean, we're a very good team right now.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And then of course, just being in those, just the way the brackets shake out. Of course, we still got Notre Dame on Tuesday, and of course, the game next Saturday to end the regular season. But yeah, like you said, national, champion contenders. Obviously we were there 2 years ago. And being a contender is nothing new for us, so kind of I don't want to say business as usual because not to like undermine how hard it is to consistently win basketball games over the course of a regular season, let alone to win tournament games when you're in a win or go home situation, where literally anything can happen, as we've seen, not only with our teams but other teams. And yeah, man, it's always great. That's why we Carolina fans. Another year winding down. Another step closer to an ACC regular championship. Which always bodes well. For us heading into the postseason.
Mm-hmm. I don't mean to do this to y'all, but State fans, really quick, in the comments once this is posted, say something about your team without mentioning the 80s. Just say something good about your team without mentioning the 80s, please.
Yeah, man. A lot of people weren't even born. A lot of them weren't even born, when the last time they won a natty. I mean, I can't even remember the last time they won anything ACC related, whether it's a regular season or a tournament title or just anything, man. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is,
Much love to you.
That's why we us, and that's why they them.
Much love to you on your journey, State. We don't even have any hate towards y'all because there's nothing to hate.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's just business as usual.
Yeah, and we have a couple of games left. Of course, Duke is coming up. Listen, Duke, listen. Don't let us do it again. Sweeeep. You're not gonna like me. You're not gonna like me.
Listen, man. It's looking like it's about to be sweet. So you know what I'm saying. It's looking like it's gonna be sweet.
Don't let us do it again. That's my words to Duke fans. Just don't do it, man. I don't want to do it, so you don't do it. That's all I'm saying.
But yeah, definitely want to shout out. Antoine Jameson was in the house for the game today. Of course, Ford. Drake Powell, recruits in the house. Drake Powell, Isaiah Jackson in there. Well, Ian Jackson, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man, I'm excited about those two guys coming in, and after the season, we'll do some breakdowns of those recruits coming in. But I am excited to pair those guys, Drake Powell and Ian Jackson, Captain Jack, and we talk about Ian Jackson is a dog too.
He a nightmare.
Y'all not go listen. I know a lot of y'all don't pay. I don't pay too much attention to high school sports besides the guys we got coming in, and I know a lot of y'all don't know. You probably seen clips of them. Listen, he one of them. You're not gonna like it when you go see the talent. They already got them in the draft projections for 2025,
and that's perfect.
Hey man,
that's perfect. That's perfect because his game is definitely, definitely, great on the high school level. It'll be even better in college, specifically in, Hubert Davis system. Obviously, you see, if you want to come to a school where you can be in the backcourt and you can shoot that bit 25 times if you want to. Come to death row.
Come to death row. Hey, Hubert got the city lit with the guard. Jay Williams wanted to come back and play for Carolina. Hey, listen.
Hey, I ain't trying to go to. He said, if we was playing today, I ain't trying to go to.
Your man's wanted to hoop for the Tar Heels, man. Get your man's.
Facts. Yeah, he like, hey, listen, I ain't trying to go to Duke and average 12. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to go to Duke and average 12. He was like, man, put me in that UNC jersey so I can shoot that thing 25 times. And like I said, Ian Jackson, he gonna have the green light.
Oh my God.
And, like I said, we're gonna wait and do a recruiting one. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, we have another one coming up. Like in the pipeline after Ian Jackson.
We see some people lingering. Don't let that. Listen, the people that's lingering, I'm not even gonna name them.
Yeah.
Do not let that happen. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Yeah. Do not let that happen.
Yeah, and then of course, we got the transfer portal. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go in there and snag 2 or 3.
We're gonna need another athletic big or somebody we can get a bucket off of. But I mean, potentially Cadeau at the 1, Ian Jackson at the 2, Drake Powell, Harrison Ingram at the 4 still. I mean, come on, man. That's crazy.
Like a fast-ass team right there.
That is crazy.
That sounds like a fast-ass team, man. Those boys.
Oh, my God. And athletic. More athletic than we have probably ever been.
Yeah, most definitely.
In a while, in a long time.
Since the 90s.
Yeah, since the 90s, for real. That's some athletes right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah, man. Once again, listen. I post the clips on Instagram. I know y'all like the clips. I see the feedback. Go watch the whole pod on YouTube, man. 20, 30 minutes. You missing some gems. Yeah. Go watch the whole pod. Carolina Blue Pod on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'm trying to be the biggest pod in Carolina basketball. I'm claiming it. Me and D-Rock, we're going to be here. We're going to be the go-to source, man. This is where you get your information about the Tar Heels right here. This is where you find out about the recruits coming in. This is where you get the game breakdowns. This is where we talk art-ish.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
So, hey.
And like I said, we do it for the fans, man. We come out here and we kick it. Just like all the conversations that we have, man. So, nothing's scripted. We just come up here and just chop it up about Carolina basketball, man. You don't need a format for that, man. So,
I want a Duke fan to come up before the game, because
definitely.
Because
he goes afterwards.
Come up before the game, get your rocks off. I might pair you with another Carolina fan. Y'all have a little debate or something. I'll mediate and be fair. I want to have a Duke fan come up though, man. Please come before.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, because y'all don't have no phones after or something. I don't know what happened. Cyber attack. I don't know.
Their phones definitely getting hacked. Like mine did after the Carolina game. The Carolina Duke game the first time.
Y'all ain't got no Duke energy.
Chill out. Literally no Duke energy.
Oh, man. It's the Carolina Blue Pod, man.
Yeah.
We signing off. Chudy Blue, D-Rock, like, comment, subscribe. Love y'all, man.
Yeah, big dubs.